Nora and I'm going to be showing you guys an exact detailed tutorial of my hook step from the song Kusu Kusu, the Kusu Kusu hook step, and I'm going to show you exactly how to execute the moves precisely to each detail. Alright guys, so now let's start. I'm going to show you guys step by step each movement, how to start the Kusu Kusu hook step. Now, we have our legs together, alright, slightly bent, because we're going to be descending as we do the belly roll, okay? So slightly bent like this. Our hands, okay? They're not here, they're not here, they're actually right here. So you have your fingers soft like this, separated, and the hands are right here, okay? So this is to signify, you know, like you don't got peace, you're restless, you're in love, you want to see your lover, okay? So it's the craziness, okay? Right here, okay? Oh, I'm just going crazy, this man's driving me crazy. This is what it signifies, okay? Now, while we have our hands right here, we're going to do the belly roll. Now, the belly roll is literally right here. This is where it happens, the center of your stomach. Now, what I do is I bring my stomach in and I release out. In, release out, in, release out. What the beauty of this move is, nothing else in your body shifts. Nothing moves. Your chest stays where it's supposed to be. Your shoulders don't move. Your legs don't go here and there. You need to be static in yourself, okay? Dance within yourself, at peace. And the only thing that moves is the belly, okay? That is the impact of this move, okay? So while our hands are here on our head and we have our legs slightly bent, okay, don't forget knees slightly bent, we're going to start doing the belly roll, okay, at Kusu, 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 okay? So what we're doing is slow, slow, double, double, one more, okay? Now notice how I'm focusing in the center of my stomach and my pelvic is coming in, it's releasing out. In, releasing out. That is exactly how controlled your body needs to be. So this is what it's going to look like, okay? Hands right here, okay? And we're going to go 1, 2, double, double, one more, okay? And notice how I descend slowly as I do the move. Now, by the time I finish that move, I'm pretty low, okay? I'm here. Now, I have to catch tera, right? So tera is this, all right? So what exactly is happening here? This move looks very graceful if it's done in control, okay? Complete control of your arms and your hips, which is doing an infinity, like almost like an infinity sign, right? So we're bent here. We're going to take our right hip. So we'll focus just on this for now, and then I'll tell you what to do with your arms. So right here, we're going to take the right hip out, and then we're going to swirl back with the left, and we're going to position back to the center, okay? So I'm bent. The last Kusu Kusu has happened, and now I'm going to go tera. Right, now I'm back up and the left leg will be a little bit heightened. So lift it a little bit. So it all comes together when I'm coming down. Kusu, 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 tera. Okay? Now a lot of people have been kicking their leg. That's not what we're doing. All that's happening is the hip gets into an infinity motion and you're back up. And while you're back up, your leg comes. Okay? So tera. Now, what are we doing with our arms? If our arms are here for the last Kusu Kusu, I take my right hand and I shift it like this. My left comes around and then I position it right here, okay? The right is here on my head, the left is positioned gracefully with a bent elbow right here, okay? So we're down, we're gonna catch tera. Okay? Now again, arms right here. Cross nicely back to position. Okay? So let's try it. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, double, double. One more. Tera. Okay? Now, when I come into center position, this hip is lifted in. Now, you'll notice the pelvic bone inside, okay? This is important for our next step, okay? For suku suku, right? So let's try again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Kusu, 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 tera. Okay? Right, that was amazing. Okay, so let's move forward to suku, okay? Tera, suku, 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 suku. Okay, so what's happening here? Right when I come back after tera, I'm positioned like this because I've lifted my left knee slightly. I take a little wiggle to the left. Now, when I go left, my right knee goes up and my left pelvic sticks out and my upper body goes opposite to the pelvic, okay? So don't try to go to the direction of where your pelvic is. Always go opposite. So if I'm going left and the right pelvic is out, my upper body is detached, separate. Now I'm going to do a little wiggle again and take it to the right. A little wiggle, left. Wiggle, right, left, okay? Now what's happening is the little wiggle I do in between is actually a shimmy. To get that, you need to make sure your knees are slightly bent, relaxed, and you can shake your hips just slightly. It's literally a 1-second move, okay? So 1, okay? Now, how do I make it more exaggerated? I lift the knee at the point where the pelvic bone is inside, okay? See now? That pelvic bone is inside, the knee is up, I'm on my toe, okay? Wiggle again, boom. Right knee up, pelvic in, opposite pelvic out. This is the bone that I'm playing with, okay? I'm not playing with my hip bones at all. This is my focus right here. So I want it out as much as possible. See that? The bone is out. I've got my upper body on the other side. I've pushed it to the other side. The knee is out. Again, this is out. Opposite knee is out. Pelvic here is in. Body is out. So shift, 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 okay? That's exactly what I need to see. It could look like this. That's boring. We want it to look like, right? To be a little more cute and graceful. All right? So let's try it. Kusu, 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 tera, suku, 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 nahi mera. Nahi mera. Okay, how do we do that? While we're doing this, okay, all we have to do is twist our hip out and in, okay? So make sure it's not just looking out and back in, it comes with a twist, okay? Twist the hip, look out, and come back for the hook step again, cool? So it will look like this, suku, 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 right? We're gonna twist it, nahi, mera, okay? So look, when you hit the nahi, look away. So nahi, mera, cool? Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, suku, 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 nahi, mera, cool? And we come back here for the hook step again. Gets repeated a second time. All right, let's go now. I'm gonna break it down even slower, okay? So here is the focus for you guys. Now, kusu kusu happens right here, okay? Bring it in, release. Bring it in, contract that belly in, bring that pelvic forward, release, okay? In, roll it, release. In, roll it, release. In, roll it, release. Okay, so that's exactly what kusu kusu is going to look right here, all right? Again, 5, 6, 7, 8, kusu, 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 kusu. Then we're going to hit it with the tera, okay? Notice I'm going to give it to you more slowly, all right? From here, we did the last kusu, and we brought this hip out. Swing the other one from back to front into position. From here, we're gonna pull it right, crosses while that hip comes out, comes down. The other arm crosses, the left arm crosses into position. All right, let's go slower, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. Boom. 5, 6, 7, and kusu, 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 tera. Boom, all right? That's exactly what you need to be doing. Now, once this is done and you're right into position, this is what's happening with your pelvic bone, okay? Because now we're gonna work with the pelvic bone. So imagine you're right here, you're still, okay? You've brought that hip back, okay? For that, remember, your knees need to be bent. That's what's gonna help you move, okay? You brought that hip back, the right one. Now you've swung the left one forward. This comes in. Now, in order for this to come in, this bone, for me, it's bone and fat. You need the left leg to be on its toe, okay? And you need to bend it. So this all happens together. Now watch my body slowly, okay? Swirling the hips. The left one is coming forward. I'm lifting. Did you see that? Lifting. That's because the toes were up, the knees are bent. That's what needs to happen. This will require some practice, okay? The next move is gonna look like this. Now pay attention to what's happening right now to my pelvic bone, okay? This is already inside, okay? And I'm going to do a little wiggle. I'm gonna bring this back in, okay? This is out. See that? It's exactly what's happening. Now I'm shaking out. I'm really pushing that pelvic bone out, and I'm pushing my upper body in the opposite direction, okay? So 1, 2, 3. Now don't forget, for my pelvic bone to be inserted back in, that knee and the toes are helping me do that, okay? Bending that knee on my tippy toe. So I keep exchanging that movement, okay? Keeps happening. So don't get your hip bone out. This is not the move, okay? Keep it literally where it's supposed to be, always, and just focus on this movement, okay? And once this movement happens, the other opposite direction goes out, and I'm pushing my upper body opposite at all times, okay? Opposite, out. Opposite, out. Cool? So I'm gonna give it to you slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cool? Yay! I think you guys did it. All right, so let's move forward now. All right, now let's finish this part off because there's a second part of the hook step we haven't even reached yet, okay? So we go suku, 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 nehi, mera. Okay, now I'm back here. I've got my hands right here, right? Not in the hair, not back, right here, okay? And we're gonna go and roll that stomach again. Kusu, kusu, double, double. One more. Tera, okay? Again, hit it with the suku, 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 suku. Okay? Now, right here, it's nehimera. Okay? Now, what do we do at nehimera? We're gonna shimmy. Once we shimmy, right? Get the hold of the shimmy. This is exactly what the shimmy is gonna look like. Both the knees are slightly bent. Okay? And I'm focusing on these hips, focusing on moving them. Now that jiggle needs to escalate into the stomach. Now what am I going to do exactly? Now while I'm shimmying, I'm going to give you that undulation, okay? Now why do I want that undulation? Because when I club both the moves together, the shimmy with the undulation, I'm going to come up to my chest. Now once I come up with my chest, okay, shimmy, undulate, chest is here. This is when I'm going to tighten my stomach, okay? There's a sound like that in the song, okay? You're gonna hear it, okay? So it's da-na, 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 ah, okay? Right on that, I need the precise, sharp. We're gonna break it down one more time. We're gonna move on, all right? So right when we go da, 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 na, 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 tera. Again, 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 again. Nahi mera. Again, again, da, na, na, na. Pull it back up. Just 1, 2. Shimmy with the undulation and in, okay? Sideways would look like this when I'm shimmying. Shimmy with the undulation and then squeeze in that stomach, okay? All right, guys, now let's move on. So after I shimmy, undulate, contract, I'm gonna come up immediately, okay? And my rotation is gonna be like this. Now notice while I rotate, my arms are not moving at all. That's the beauty of this movement, because what the vocal point of this is going to be, again, the same stomach roll we did for Kusu Kusu, it's gonna happen here, but we're gonna add the movement of our bum, okay? So our bum is gonna shift literally in a circular motion, okay? So sideways, what's gonna happen with this is you're going to literally shimmy it, shake it like this, but I want you to think of like a circle, and you're trying to like move in that circle, okay? Get that bum jiggling, okay, girls? Now, when you get on your toes and you travel, okay? Again, this is without the bum and the stomach movement. We're just gonna travel so that you get a hang of the rotation. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna start doing this. So what's going on here, guys? My stomach is rolling really fast, okay? But at the same time, so is my bum. So the side will look like this, okay? Now, what's working here? My pelvic is working because it's going in, out like I did with Kusu Kusu step, but faster. My stomach, literally the center of my belly is like moving, moving, moving. You need to control those muscles. At the same time, this part of my lower back is moving. Okay, this is a move we call winding, okay? But when we do it really fast, it looks like this. So slowly, this is the movement. In, releasing out, in, see that? Releasing out, fast, looks like that, okay? So my back, my lower back is working, my pelvic is working, my lower abdomen is working, my center of my stomach is working, and my toes are working because I'm up here, okay? So the move will look like this, okay? Slowly will look like this. You got that? See, the beauty of this whole movement is that nothing else in the body is moving. The chest is still, the shoulders are still, it's literally just this and the bum, okay? So let's do that. Ready? This comes in the second Kusu Kusu. Let's try this. All right, take it from Nahi Mera Tak, come up, Kusu 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 Kusu. We're here to go down on Tera, okay? That's another move which I'm going to teach you right when you get this move correct. All right, let's do it again. Nahi mera tak, up, kusu, 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 tera. Okay, so get ready to go down on the position, down on, literally your knees are going to be bent and you're on your toes, okay? Now, once this is done, we're in this position, we're sort of diagonal, we're going to take the Tera position, okay, which is literally right here, and on set during the shoot, I think I fell 1,000 times. This one requires strong knees and strong quads, as we call them Megan knees, all right? So follow me, 5, 6, 7, 8, Nahi mera tak, kusu, 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 Tera, okay, Tera. Now, suku, suku, okay, so what's happening here? We are literally, when we come down here, we lift ourselves and we shimmy. Now, how do we shimmy? We shake our knees like this and we tippy toe, okay? I don't know if you can see my toes, but there's a little happening, okay? Now, it hurts the knees, but we gotta do it, okay? So once we come from here, we're gonna go Tera, suku, suku, Nahi mera, okay? After that, we'll repeat the kusu, 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 kusu move. Now what happens is, when I'm down and I lift myself up for the shimmy, a lot of things are moving. The knees, the thighs, and the hips, okay? Hands will be here. You come up, and position. Go back into your toes, okay? All right, guys, now you've come up from the floor, from your position of suku, 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 nahi mera, right? Back again on your toes. We're going to catch again one more. Kusu, 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 kusu. Okay, we're here. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to move forward. It's a couple of steps. We're still in our position right here. We're still on our toes. But what's going to happen is we're going to switch the focus from our belly and our bum and hip area. And we're going to go back to our pelvic bone. Remember the bone we played with during suku suku? So that's what we're going to use now. But we're going to drop it. Okay, so what I need you guys to do is this bone right here, if you can see it, okay, I want it to go down. The other one goes down. The other one goes down, okay? Nothing is moving except this bone, okay? Now channel your energy, tight into that, and drop, okay? Drop the other one, drop the other one, and that's what's gonna happen when we're in this position. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, okay? Now what's happening? My toes is moving forward, 1, 2, 3. Now every step I take, that hip bone is dropping. Now, if I go on the right, I'm taking the step on my right leg. This is dropping. The left leg goes forward. This is dropping. Right goes forward. This is dropping. Nothing else moves except this. These two bones, all right? So let's do that now. We went final kusu kusu, final one. Okay, then we go tak, tak, tak. Okay? For me, I think this is my favorite move because it's so cute, it's so intricate, but it's so feminine, graceful at the same time, okay? So we're here, we don't change our position, we rotate, we're on our toes, we're still on our toes, our arms are still in position, we drop, 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 okay? And we take the nahi mera, the last nahi mera, which drags, we're gonna take it with a shimmy. Now we're back on our flat feet, okay? And we're gonna take the shimmy again. And as we did in the first shimmy, we're going to undulate, okay? This undulation of the stomach, you can call it a roll, whatever you want, is stronger than the first one. And this shimmy is also stronger than the first one because the impact, if you hear the way she sings and the impact of the music, it requires a bigger move, okay? So it's more grand. Our arms are open and we shimmy and we roll up. So the roll starts here in my lower abdomen, my lower stomach, okay? I lift it in, I roll, I bring it to the chest, and then I carry it on from my neck to my face. And that's the last thing I look up, okay? And I try to do the shimmy at the same time. So don't stop the shimmy just because you're doing the roll. Try to do it at the same time. That's the beauty of this move. If you just do it like this, that's easy. Anyone can do that, right? But I'm not trying to do moves that anybody can do, right? Only cool people can do these moves. So that's why I clubbed the shimmy with the undulation at the same time. Now, when you're undulating, your shimmy will slightly reduce, but don't worry, you just keep those knees moving. Back and forth, flat foot, right on the ground, okay? Shimmy, 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 undulate, look up, okay? That's your last move, and this whole sequence is over, okay? Let's do that again. So we were down, right? We went suku, 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 suku. We came up, nahi, mera, okay? Then we took the last kusu, 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 tera, suku, suku, nahi, mera. Cool? Now, when you're doing these moves, there's a vibe to it that I need you guys to capture. So, kusu, kusu, kusur is a short form for kusur, right? Kusu, 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 tera, suku, 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 nahi, mera, sukun. So when you're saying kusur, kusur, okay, in your head, you're holding your head like that, you're singing to that guy, you're like, kusu, 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 kusur, tera. It's because of you, all right? I can't sleep at night because I keep thinking about you, right? That's the feeling I want, okay? And even when we hit the suku, suku, you know, you're looking away, you're looking here, you're holding your head, you don't have peace. But it's like, low-key is a good thing. It's not really a bad thing because, you know, you're so in love and you love that guy. So it's like, you don't even know how to feel about this, right? And even when we do the nahi mera, so you notice like there's a cuteness in the face, there's a femininity in the face, there's nothing harsh about the expression, there's nothing, just in your face. It's all beauty, it's all, feminine, and you're just trying to tell people, guys, look at me, I'm in love, I'm crazy in love, I'm restless, and that is why a lot of shimmies happen in the song, because there's a lot of explosion in the music, and even the feelings are explosive. So that's the interpretation of the song. So when you do your moves, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. It's not about, oh, look, I can do a belly roll, or look, I can isolate my hips. It's not about that. It's about the beauty, the art of it all, the motion, the feeling, the poetry, all right? Even when we're here and we take this move, the face has to have a very nice softness to it, okay? And when we drop our pelvic bone, suku, suku, nahi mera, okay? This nahi mera, even the face has to be like, oh, you know that you got me hooked, or you got me whipped and I got no peace, but I love it, okay? So that's the vibe that I want you guys to capture when you're dancing to this song, okay? Now, I'm gonna club it all together one last time, and if you want to see me dance to this on music, you can click on the link below, okay? So let's do this one more last time. You ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. Kusu, 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 kusu tera, suku, 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 nahi mera, kusu, 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 kusu tera, suku, suku, nahi mera, kusu, 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 kusu tera, suku, 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 nahi mera, kusu, 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 kusu tera, suku, suku, nahi mera. Woo! Okay, I'm out of breath. That was crazy. That's exactly what the hook step looks like. Now guys, learn it, rewind, watch it on slow motion, but please execute it as good as you can. Remember, the beauty is in the intricate part of the moves. The beauty is in exact details of the moves. Don't try to move every part of your body. Just be graceful about it. All right, guys, enjoy. I'm out of breath. I bet you are too. Have some water. And go on the link below if you want to see me do it on the music. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial for the hook step of Kusu Kusu, my new song. Please do dance on it. Show me what you guys got. Do the hook step. Tag me. Hashtag dance with Nora. Hashtag Kusu Kusu challenge. And I will be reposting and sharing your videos. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, comment, share this video, and learn with me. Love you guys.